Hello, and welcome into this space as you settle in and take in it being a good day. If you've got a tea or coffee with you, it is such a good day. And I'm really feeling that tomorrow is going to be incredible. Prepare for tomorrow to be this wildly abundant, magical day where absolute incredible fortune and opportunity and luck and abundance and magic is coming to you. And it is right here, right now. But I'm really feeling a major shift into tomorrow as energy is shifting towards the end of this day here where I am in Spain. And I was feeling the collective purge right now in so many things being shed and released. We're in a cross. I'm not an astrological expert, but there's a Pluto opposition to where things are now. And then that's kind of the creating an intensity in the transformative process because Pluto's about transformation and releasing and shedding things, and a huge theme of forgiveness of yourself. That reminds me now, if you just give me a moment, I'd seen some incredible quote on that. Now, if I find it, I'll drop it into the description. Thank you for still being here. Okay. So messages that were coming in for me today is how you are a keeper of the earth, and the best way that you can be a true keeper of the earth is to connect to your life force vitality, to your energy, to your breath and the power of your breath, and to be anchored and rooted in your own energy. Rooted. And interestingly enough, I've seen a tree right outside my front door be completely uprooted because of work that's being done there. And just feeling like I'm curious about what's happening with that tree now. It's still left to the side there, but not cut down, just completely uprooted. I don't know if that resonates with you in symbolism, if you feel completely uprooted in what's going on in the world, in what's going on in your life, or in changes that are happening, but knowing that it's all serving a divine purpose and it's all an act of love. I'm now being guided to the Matrix card that has come out today. The Matrix and the true matrix is the matriarch. It's the divine mother. It's Mother Earth, and how you are connected to Mother Earth and a fractal of that consciousness and living consciousness here in Earth, and not separate from her. And you can be held by her also. But any sense of where you feel things are wrong or off track or not in resonance or in alignment with you are all an act of love. It is all serving its divine purpose to bring you back into wholeness, seeing the bigger picture of wholeness full circle as you zoom out. So the description from that is trying to figure out why certain things happen is like attempting to piece together 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle while only having a few pieces of the puzzle in your possession. You cannot fully understand the present situation using the logic of your finite mind as supposed to make sense. Just know that a bigger picture exists, even though it is not possible for you to see it at this time. Trust for all is happening is an act of love. Ultimately, you will discover the blessing. Have patience. You will look back on this period of your life and be thankful for all that is occurring right here, right now. Your main mission this week in these intense energies are to completely care for and nurture your own energy as a keeper of the earth. Beautiful animal energy in that, hearing it like lioness, elephant, eagle, whale energy in the background here as well. And it's saying here how you are not alone. Your ancestors, your guides, your angels walk beside you or with you. You can call on them in meditation for more activations of remembrance and wisdom and insights within you, as in following the nudges of that, of empowering yourself from within rather than being influenced by what's going on in your 3D reality. Circumstances do not matter, state of being does. Sure says that, and I will keep repeating it because it's true that everything comes from your frequency, from your thoughts, your vibration, your actions, your deeds as an act of love. So you receive the mirror effect in your reality of what you are broadcasting, and anything coming, not really to say at you, but anything that you're seeing in your mirror is essentially you pushed out. So the real work is here, which is why it's so important to actually slow down and create time and make space for that. Because the more you're working on this, the more you're creating your heaven. If we can step away from the to-do list and the hustle and the grind and the needing to seek and outsourcing power to things outside of us, to take certain action steps from a linear way of thinking, of believing in certain cause and effect outcomes, and to simply be in alignment in our being, allowing what is truly in resonance with us to be magnetized and drawn right to us into our reality through the effects of our inner work and broadcast. Beautiful colors of chakras up on the screen there behind here. Okay. This does call you to do a lot of forgiveness. So work on forgiveness, big theme coming through today in letting go. And you can forgive certain people who are reflections of you also, as in what you're tolerating and accepting. Are you taking attention back from what does not allow you to expand and to grow? Anything that is dimming you down or taking from you or not contributing to your growth and mission or love and joy and expansion of the radiance of your being, you can let go of with love and grace and give gratitude for giving you that opportunity to refine your self concept and evolve. So everything is giving you that opportunity. The mirror is giving you the opportunity. Anything that you do not prefer in your reality is giving you the opportunity to choose better, to be better within you, to take new actions, to be a new, more evolved version of you. And therefore, everything is worthy and deserving of gratitude, acceptance of ease and harmony and peace in your body, rather than feeling that you are in suffering. That you can alchemize that and appreciate it and also let it go so you come back into more lightness of being. Strong shamanic energy has been coming in, so you are likely a shaman with shamanic healing powers if you've clicked on this video and are currently watching it, and you're being guided to connect to the energy of whichever animal has been showing up in your reality that you've been seeing a lot lately and which you are in resonance with. That messages of guidance can be coming to you through that animal, their energy. You can even do a search and look it up. You can do shamanic journeying to connect and journey and connect with that energy. Now being guided to share a story of when I attended a shamanic workshop where we were guided to set an intention to ask a specific question that we had that we wanted to have answered, something that you're seeking. And we were following the drumming and going in and meeting with their guides and to have that dialogue and open up what we were receiving and information. And interestingly, when I came out of it and we were sharing in circle all of the stories, and everyone else was talking about how they met their guides and had this discussion and conversation. And I came out of it and was like, I was my animal. There was no separation. I was an owl flying in complete darkness with complete knowing and conviction and certainty of who I was and where I was going and what was happening. And it felt powerful. I felt an energy of freedom, of flying, of knowing my light and my truth in the dark. And that is symbolic of the spiritual path, of having that confidence and conviction and trust and faith and knowing in whatever darkness, knowing that it activates more light. The light is within you being activated, and that you can boldly move forward in the knowing of who you are. And this shape shifting of embodying that spirit animal energy can help activate something within you, such as I was receiving rapid information that you cannot really process in the same way or put into language and words in a human form, because it's frequency, it's energy, it's something experienced, it's felt, it's still activating something in your cellular DNA that you can't even comprehend. That's on an energetic level. And from the solar flares, we are experiencing intense energetic upgrades in our body that we can't even comprehend. We just know we're elevating. Just focus on the fact that it is a good day. We're on the elevator, we're going up. We can't see where we're going. All we know is onwards and upwards. So, invitation there to connect with your spirit animal. And to add to that story, actually, because I hadn't mentioned, I came out saying how I was the animal and there was no question because I already knew the answer. So it was like I was in the experience of it's absurd to even ask because the answer is already known. That was the speed of the communication, of the integration of the energy. And let me know if that's resonating with you, if you have those kind of meditative experiences, if you're with me on that, that when you stop seeking, you understand that you are the source and there is no question because you have the answers. You are the answer. It's really profound. And these experiences can really unlock something within you and create an energetic shift and change in your consciousness and in your knowing and in your vibration. And thank you for providing the opportunity for me to share this energy and have that memory activated to serve as a reminder also for me that of the truth of that and the resonance I'm feeling in my body and in my energy again. So forgiveness. The truth then in that is you will see when you zoom out and look at the bigger picture that there's actually nothing to forgive. And how that's a liberation, it's freeing. How you can elevate so much in your light body elevation in the knowing of that truth. Trees on the screen behind me in the nature of going forward. You're ascending, you're rising, you're going forward, you're elevating. You're being asked to ground, to connect with nature as a keeper of the earth, to connect with spirit animals or messages that may be coming to you at this time in order to go forward in greater truth and light and leadership and to be in greater embodiment, to feel empowered and strong and capable and that you are and have everything and you can do everything and how you are taking action in the vibration and energy and harmony of peace, love, beauty, truth, and in honesty and in integrity with you. Two angel cards that came out with a very good friend of mine earlier today were honesty and beauty, and the beauty of honesty and honesty being beautiful, and how they go together, and how just being real, that we may be elevating and ascending and wanting to be on higher vibrations and choosing to anchor in and to embody that. And there is an absolute beauty in saying energies are intense right now. I'm feeling a bit off. I need to ground myself. And that being an honesty and being beautiful in the sharing of humanity, in your human experiences on the soul evolution journey. And it's important not to bypass that, to allow yourself whatever you're feeling as you also anchor in the knowing that it's serving a divine purpose and that all is an act of love. So you can give love in process with any discomfort, with anything that's coming up or bubbling up to the surface that you may not particularly appreciate. To know, activate the knowing in you that this is serving a divine purpose. Thank you. And connect back into gratitude in your heart. And in that way, you'll be in ease and harmony and acceptance and grace and compassion with yourself in how you nurture yourself. And therefore, you will really, truly be a leader in being a keeper of the earth, as in you being part of nature and your inner being affects nature. So the more grounded and anchored you are in your knowing, in your truth, and in feeling good, in declaring that it's a good day, the more you're serving nature as your broadcast vibrates and ripples through the consciousness of Mother Earth. I'd now like to invite you to take in a breathwork practice with me. I'm going to do actually 3 demonstrations of 3 types of breathwork practices that you can do. I'm not coming on as a professional here doing these, so I'd like you to take responsibility for your own health and well-being in doing so, but simply to follow your own body, the wisdom of your own body, following what feels comfortable for you. If you feel you're putting too much stress or strain on yourself, that you immediately stop, that you be mindful of any symptoms that you may currently have, such as if you have any sinus issues or you have a clogged, I said, I was trying to say congested and blocked and it came out as clogged. So it's just kind of things that happen in my brain. So any kind of congestion that it wouldn't be advisable for you to do alternate nasal breathing, for instance, or to strain too much in breathing through the nose. The nose, you may prefer to breathe through the mouth a bit more, even though breathing through the nose is infinitely better for more than one reason, you know, aside from those hairs that you have that cleanse and filter, that through humming breath you can activate a gas which opens up the bronchi more in the lungs and actually helps to oxygenate the body even more, like to a much more higher level, and has a stronger effect in oxygenating the body. So to be aware of any symptoms that you may have, if you prefer to not do this and just leave this video by now or watch, so maybe you can share this practice with somebody else. But we'll start off with yogic belly breath with simple, it's so simple. It's 3 deep belly breaths and breathing deep, not just 3, I'm sorry, but to the count of 3 that you breathe into the belly. You let the belly swell and expand like a balloon. You hold the breath in for a while, for as long as it's comfortable for you. You breathe out and you elongate the exhale as long as it's comfortable for you again. And then when you feel the draw to breathe in again, you breathe in deeply back into the belly, expanding the belly like a balloon. Holding it for a while. And again, a longer exhalation out. I'm going to do the 3rd one with you. And you just feel the belly contract back in again. I'd like you now to set an intention on what you want to breathe in, what experience you want to welcome into your body. If it's gratitude for this being a good day, to breathe that in. Oh, that good feeling, let the energy circulate around your body, filling you all up, circulating, swirling around you, and release, let go. You can lay back wherever you are, lay back on your bed. Also place your hands on the belly and allow the belly to expand and allow the belly to contract back down again. You can place some kind of even a heavy pillow, sandbag, a hot water bottle, even I've used myself, over the belly to just remind you or to encourage you to really inflate the stomach as you breathe in, that you're intentionally, not only through your breath, this is also energy work, that you're sending energy into the belly and you're inflating it, that you're really allowing it to expand. And then you feel the weight of that object then as you're releasing and contracting back down to really let the full breath come out of the belly again. And it's not only about the breath, it's also energy and it's intentional. And you can set an intention for what you want to be breathing in and what you want to be releasing. You can even journal on that. I'm letting go of XYZ. I'm calling in and claiming and anchoring in this sensation into my body, this new belief, this new way of being, this deepening of my embodiment of what it is I want to embody, a greater peace in my body. I want to finally let go of this thing that's been bothering me, whatever it may be, and to do intentional 10 rounds of that, or 20 or 30, and build yourself up over time as if you put that into your daily routine. So that kind of yogic belly breath. Another breath work practice that you can do is imagine as you're breathing. This is like, it's kind of, I call it heart expanding breathing myself, which expands the chest area. And it's doing the same practice of breathing in, but imagining that you're breathing into the chest or into the heart area. And instead of air going down towards the stomach area, you actually visualize that you're pulling energy. So you're breathing in, but you're pulling energy up to the chest area. So it's like a sucking energy up, like you're pulling it up your channel. And you can be pulling that up through the root chakra, the sacral chakra, the solar plexus, and imagine that, visualize that you're pulling energy up to the heart center as your chest expands and you're holding the breath here. And so not in the stomach area, but in the heart center. I do this in my Qigong practice and in doing movement with the breath work also. So breathing into pulling the energy up to the heart and holding it here. So you feel an expanded chest area, holding the breath in for a while, and the same thing, just breathing out through the mouth and letting that go. And doing that again, breathing in, pulling into the heart. So you focus more on the heart area and on the lungs. The lungs can store grief and any pain or sadness. So you can be visualizing that you're calling in, soothing any pain that you may potentially have in your body, and releasing it and letting go, and expanding in gratitude in your heart. Like, thank you for this beautiful life force vitality energy that I have in the here and now. Thank you for the power of my breath. Thank you for the abundance that I have. And you can see and you can use your breath as a tool for prosperity and abundance. Every breath I take in, I expand in prosperity, wealth, health, and abundance. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. You can be declaring this and speaking it and manifesting through doing that, through your voice being truth, and the universe is always listening. And continue to do that breath into expanding in your heart center, and you are literally expanding your energy to broadcast the signal. Where is she gone? To broadcast this radiant signal from your body with the intention of your manifestation added in there. Makes you so powerful. Like, I already am and have all that I require and desire. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And as you breathe out, more breath is coming. You're being replenished and refilled. That there's an abundant supply of air that's coming right back into you, and how that can amplify and keep the cycle of gratitude going and broadcast that energy and vibration from you. And tingles in my fingers. But to be in your joy with your breath, with your pure existence, to celebrate it in the here and now, and to keep doing that breath. So the breathing in and pulling the energy up to the heart center, and breathing out, letting go, and connecting so much to gratitude. Gratitude, 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 gratitude for whatever the universe is bringing me right here, right now, that I don't even know about, or that's going to surprise me and amaze me, and get playful with your curiosity, or get visualizing as you breathe into the heart area, and dream and daydream and get playful about what you want to create and intend and visualize. And do that before sleeping. I really recommend, when you're laying down in bed before sleeping, give gratitude for all of your small wins, all the beautiful aspects of your day, all the positive things that happened, all the ways you notice your progress in process as you are evolving and as you are embodying greater truth and more of your I am, your divinity, your wholeness, your expansion, your greatness, your joy, your love, your harmony, your success, your next level. And that you're drifting off to sleep in this expanded state in the energy of gratitude. Completely transforming mindset there, just coming into the energetics, out of the head into the heart, into the radiance of your being. And you're reprogramming your subconscious mind, you're reprogramming the energetics of your whole body. You're waking up the next day instantly, starting with It's a great day. Taking the good out of there, we've gone next level. And continue to do that. I really recommend that you do that heart breath with that intention and visualization before sleeping. Do it for the next 21 days and come back and drop a comment and let me know what has manifested or what shifted, or the how you're noticing improvements in your health, in your sleep quality, in how you're starting your day, and how you give greater appreciation for your nighttime routine, in drifting off to sleep in that state, which is beautiful. It's almost a celebration of yourself and celebration of life, and can activate you waking up in that state also. And then again, you can always do it in the morning before you get out of bed. You could do the belly breath to calm you if you're feeling, because as we wake up, we can have the program get installed again, and you have to zoom out and absorb it and say, no, this is a new day and I'm dominating my day. What's going on here? No, I'm choosing, I'm the director, I'm the creator, I'm the producer. You've probably heard all of this elsewhere, and let's repeat it. We need reminders to get on the evolving journey of embodiment and to truly be the creators of our day, and to show up as the best version of us, and in inner impact in how we can help someone else, in how we can share our passion and our enthusiasm and our joy, and be in greater light, and know that in process, step by step, moment to moment, we're constantly creating more of our heaven. So another breathwork practice is alternate nasal breath, which if you take 3 fingers in onto the palm of your hand and keep your thumb and little finger open like this. And again, as I said, if you're having mild headaches, or you have congestion, or you have sinus issues or anything like that, don't do this practice. So I'm just saying, as for your health and well-being, and you're responsible for how you move forward from this point. So we place the thumb on one nostril here and closing that over, leaving the other one open, and just breathing up through that nostril. Then you hold this one, you let go, you breathe out through the opposite nostril and just exhale from there. Then you breathe in again from the same nostril and then hold it over and release and breathe out through this one. And what you can do is set an intention to activate more higher wisdom and knowledge, and to begin to enter into a more relaxed state, so that you're preparing for meditation. And you can pull energy up, as we have done with the expanding area around the sacral chakra and then the heart chakra, in that heart expanded breath, to visualize that you're pulling up energy and also activating energy behind your eyes and at the third eye here, so that you're intending to see greater truth, or to connect and to prepare your body for a deeper meditative practice. That's what you can do with the alternate nasal breathing. It's fantastic for really calming down and relaxing the nervous system. And as you're evolving in embodiment, and you're on the soul journey and on the soul path, and you may feel that you're uprooted and certain things are no longer in alignment, and things fall away and certain connections fall away, and you find yourself constantly on a path of forgiveness and letting go and letting go and letting go, because you're recognizing that you're coming back to greater truth and wholeness, and therefore things are no longer in resonance with you, and to give love to that. But it can feel disorientating, confusing, painful, upsetting, and there's the need to transcend all of that through greater transparency, with this being the truth of you being whole and complete and perfect as you are. And along the journey, you can use these tools, such as listening to music, moving your body, looking after you in the way that you shift back to the knowing of this, rather than allowing yourself to fall into suffering. That you come back to gratitude, you come back to your knowing, you come back to the power of your breath, you come back to grounding in your own energy, you come back to doing exercise, you come back to remembering the truth of who you are, and how that can ground you in the evolving process, that you get to choose to enjoy your process in every now moment. So back to this breath work. Okay, Let's start. Okay, we're placing the thumb over the right nostril. You can breathe in through the left one. You can close your eyes if you'd like to. And you may want to watch me. And then as you practice yourself, you can close your eyes. So breathing up in, holding energy here. You can hold the breath for a while. Then move the little pinky over to hold that nostril and breathe out through the other one. Releasing. Breathing in through the same nostril back up again. Holding over as you hold that energy in a little bit and then release through the left nostril. You can let it go slowly for as long as you want. And you can even have a pause in between then and your next in-breath. Then holding the finger over here again and releasing the thumb, breathing up through the right nostril. Holding the breath in at the third eye, activating that, and letting the air slowly release through the other nostril. And as you repeat, I find having a pause between then and the next in breath is really calming. And as you repeat and do this, say it's 21 times that you do that practice, as you stop and take your hands back down, you'll notice such a calming effect over the whole body. And when you are calm, you are powerful. You come back into your power. Calmness is a superpower. So if anything comes up in your reality that you potentially do not prefer or don't not like, and you want to pause before you respond, do this practice even for 3 minutes. Induce that state of calm in your body. And then move from there, because you would move differently than if you had not done the practice. And this helps you to get into the embodiment of the truth of who you are, rather than being in the human reactivity. I certainly have been there, can fall into it. And these practices are what I learned to help me on the journey of embodiment and that evolution on the spiritual path, as things constantly shift and transform. And we get to see how change is the only constant. And you move with change, appreciating change and having gratitude for change and flowing with the change and surrendering to the change and pushing with the change, and all the ways that you know it's an act of love because it's getting the best out of you. And final breathwork demonstration here is bee's breath or humming breath, where we use the power of our unique soul frequency of voice. And that is activating the throat chakra and the vocal cords in how you hum as you are expending or releasing your exhale. It's coming through the power of your voice. So you breathe in and this has got a little pop up on the screen saying, "Are you playing music?" Yes, music of myself. Okay. But anyway, for the bee's breath, you cover your eyes and close your ears with an intention to really tune in, to connect and to feel the vibration of your own voice, which is powerful. And this can really connect you back into the resonance of the I am. I am, I exist, I'm here, this is my sound. And not only are you broadcasting your frequency through thought, vibration, and your action, but through your unique music. The music that only you have to share, that is unique to you, because your sound is unique as a unique soul frequency. And it's beautiful even just to connect with that and the knowing of that as you do that practice of saying, I'm the only one who produces this sound. There's no one else on this planet who is capable of creating this sound that I'm making through me right here, right now. And if you allow it to be heard by others, you're allowing visibility and you're allowing them to witness and soak in your unique soul frequency sound, which is beautiful. So beautiful. Okay, so here we put hands up over. Okay, let me just figure this out. Okay, from the top of the eyebrow and then over the eyes. Just did I ever think I'd be doing this? Okay. And then under the eye, and then say where the lines part from where your nostrils are as a guideline, wherever it may be on your face, but it looks like this, that you've got four fingers with the the middle finger over your eyes. I'm just laughing it out. This is kind of, I'm feeling a little ridiculous here, but thank you for still here with me. Now, the thumbs go over the into the ears, as in to close over this part of the ear, and you tune out to tune in. So it's very intentional in tuning into yourself. And what you do then is simply breathe deeply in through the nose. And as I demonstrated, you use your voice to like as if you were the bee, the worker bee in the hive, contributing to the collective. It's come out. Okay, it's the truth. So let's just have a little laugh at how ridiculous we're all looking right here, right now. Got just to think there's other people out there doing this. It just makes me laugh. But thank you for being here. Okay. Let's breathe in. I'm still laughing. I'm sorry. Get it together, D. Okay. So breathing in. I'm going to do two more, but you can do a total of 9 in your own practice and stretch that out to even longer as you prefer. Mm. I'm just laughing. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but you get the idea of how to do that practice. So we had the yogic belly breath, the heart expanded breath, the alternate nasal breath, and the humming breath. And clearly, I'm not working as a breathwork facilitator in doing this every day. I have so much respect for people who dedicate that time to stillness and slowness and really devoting to breathwork practice. I do it myself in my own practice, but that just wave of silliness came over me right here, right now. And to be spiritual is to be joy and lightness and laughter and to see the funny in things and to see the humor of things as well. It's highly spiritual to do. So perhaps I shouldn't really apologize for that, but just allow the flow of lightness to come in. And if it has that effect on you, then good. If you start laughing at yourself through doing that, you lighten up and you achieve enlightenment basically through being lighter in your body. Let's see if there's anything else. Again, from the Shapeshifter card message. I did want to share how many of us will be feeling that our psychic gifts are ramping up. You may feel that you're experiencing more in the clairs, more sensitivity, more things being revealed to you, or experiencing more in your reality, having an increased sensitivity. And to honor and give love and gratitude for that in the bigger picture, and how you may be activated to share more of your authentic truth and light in ways that can uplift, inspire, support, and guide other people, which is incredible. And you can pour that into your creative process, in your art, in your music, in your poetry, in your expression, in your dance, in your whatever comes through you as a channel for the divine. Absolutely do support that. Okay, so the shapeshifter says, take your time and focus on developing your gifts and strengths. In shamanic traditions, a shapeshifter is either an animal that has the capacity to change between species or a shaman who has the capacity to transform into an animal to go journeying. And I shared the story of the owl earlier. If there's a wild animal you are particularly drawn to or fascinated by, it's probably because you can transform into one in your meditation or journeying practice to go exploring in other worlds. When you shift into animal form, you can see the world through different eyes and tap into the animal's survival skills to help yourself through a particular situation. You may have been through challenges and lows, but now you are in a space of transformation. You are moving beyond your past challenges and honing your current strengths. There are opportunities for you to discover and rediscover the gifts and talents that you were born with, to share. All of your past experiences have only helped you to see how strong you really are. You are an amazing soul who can change and transform in ways that people least expect. You have many talents that you will share in your lifetime. You are guided to stay focused on the light, knowing that it will guide you forward. When this card arrives, there's also an opportunity for you to tap into the power of your spirit animal. Note if you're seeing a particular animal regularly because its medicine and wisdom and gifts are coming to you. So I hope that that story that I shared was helpful or supportive, or do let me know if you've had any of these experiences, or if you do, following this video and going into a shamanic journeying or meditative practice, perhaps after doing the nasal breathing and deepening that altered state within you, and then tuning in and setting the intention to do that. I also have a poem that I wanted to share today that I'm bringing up here now on being in the unknown and following that evolving journey and activating more of the truth of who you are and your gifts and your magic, and coming back to that divine feminine rising within you. Does call you to embody trust, trust in the divine, and believing in your power and believing in miracles. That it's every step forward you take that you're absolutely divinely guided, held, safe, supported, abundant, prosperous, healthy, wealthy, everything all the time. Embodiment of that truth and knowing in every now moment. So here we are. I posted it on Instagram earlier. I'll put the link in below if you want to go to see the post. Feel free to like, comment there also if you'd like to. So sallying forth into the unknown, observe how much all the ways you have grown. Even further steps are about to be sown, with healing touch, more magic making itself known. Your name far and wide is about to be heard. Fear not, my love, you're as free as a bird. All you have lived through, a tale to be told. Release all you no longer desire to carry and hold. Your frequency now, your heart loud and bold, is worth more than they told you, worth way more than gold. Your life is to be lived and loved. So you have been told. This is your sign to keep going, don't you dare fold. What's right up ahead you are about to be shown. My darling, you have never been in this alone. Within and around you, your cover is blown as you anchor back within you on the seat of your inner throne. In love, light, and laughter, you make your world your own. How beautiful to observe all the ways in which you have flown. You know, if that resonates, it's a poem that was just channeled through me a few days ago, and I was guided to share it today to uplift, inspire those of you who may feel that you're in uncertainty to come back into anchored certainty in your body, in the certainty of who you are, in wholeness and completeness as a keeper of the earth, to take care of your frequency and to let your frequency take care of you. I'm going to say that again. Take care of your frequency and let your frequency take care of you. In embodied wholeness is the truth of who you really are. Enjoy your breathwork practices and grounding this week as you anchor in more of this truth into your body in embodiment, in how you are and what you're thinking and how you're feeling and what you're broadcasting and what you're sharing in your action steps. And let it all be done through love. Sending you so much love. Thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Any of you feeling guided to step into empowerment coaching, where I go through some guided energy practices with you to receive activations, are very welcome to. You can send me an email or check out my links below in the description box. See you in the next one. Sending you so much love. Thank you.